Hello everybody, this is Minecraft here, and in today's video we're going to unbox an internal floppy drive. This floppy drive I bought on newegg.com for $8.49. This is just a regular 3.25-inch floppy diskette drive. It's an internal floppy drive, and I'm currently filming this. It's December 9th, 2016. And some of you may be asking, well, why are you using floppy disks in 2016? And the answer for that is because I bought a cheapo floppy drive off of Newegg because I have a Windows 98 machine that requires floppy disks to make recovery diskettes and to basically boot into Norton Commander and all that good stuff. And in addition to that, I'm quite a fan of retro PC technology, so I think this is a great addition to my Windows 98 machine. And as you can see right here, it says internal floppy drive. The packaging looks quite generic. There's no brands on here, although the brand name for this floppy is BYTECC. So that's BYTECC. This is a BYTECC black 1.44 megabyte internal floppy drive, model BT145. Now, let's get on to the unpacking. Now, actually, this did not have any film on it, so it kind of came like this. Now, on the back here, we have some more information about that. Internal floppy drive, there we go. Features and the specifications. LED working indicator light, high-speed performance. Well, I don't know about that second one. Floppy disks are quite slow, so it looks like this might actually have come from the 90s. Easy to install. Easy to installation. Not exactly the proper grammar used there, but I guess they made this in China. The voltage, yup. Dimensions, just to make sure that it would fit in your case. The weight is 450 grams, so that's quite heavy if you ask me. It is a bit bulky here, but I wouldn't say too much, less than a pound. And as you can see here, it supports Windows 98, 2000, Windows ME, Windows XP, Mac, and Vista. Which is interesting because, yes, a lot of floppy drives stopped working after Vista. That's when a lot of the really old 90s computer technology became really became defunct. Right here it says package contents. There's a floppy disk and two external panels, silver and beige. Now, this floppy drive for some reason did not come with the floppy connector, so I had to buy that separately. I'm not going to show that in the video just because I haven't had it ready right here, but let's start unpacking it. So this is just this kind of case that opens like this, and then when you open it, the first thing you see is obviously the floppy diskette drive, and it's packaged inside this nice bag right here. This doesn't have much things. Now we have a silver casing for the floppy drive, and in addition to that we have a beige casing for the floppy drive, and this is just made for the old, this is made for the different types of cases that you might have on your PC, and depending on which color you like best, you can pick these out, so there's quite a wide selection. There's some screws here. I'm not really sure what that is. I think that's for mounting the floppy disk itself. Wait for it to focus. There we go. Nice. I think these are just to mount the floppy disk drive inside the compartment where all of these peripherals go. And now let's actually get the main important part out of here. Now obviously this is not a very long unboxing, just because it contains just practically one floppy disk, some plastic, different colored casings, and just a little bag here. So now let's get on to the most important part. Here's the floppy drive itself. This just slides out of this bag right here, which the bag is a bit smaller than the floppy drive, you can see here, just so it's easier to pull it out. This feels quite interesting. This definitely feels new. Right here on the back we can see, wait for it to focus up real quick. There we go. On the back we can see the power pin connectors right here. Here are the data connectors. I'm not exactly sure how that's called, but I think most of the time it's referred to as floppy on the motherboard. It's just a floppy port. Right here, this currently has the black casing, but like I said before, if you want, you can change that to the silver one or the beige colored one, depending on which color case which color your case is, depending on what color your case is. Now, what's interesting is that these were quite often used colors in cases. There were a lot of like beige colored cases, especially in the 90s. That's pretty much the generic color for a PC in the 90s. There were quite a bit of black cases too, I think, but I don't remember seeing any silver cases like this, so I'm just wondering why they also included a silver one. Yeah, and it's interesting, I think all of them are black on the bottom and only silver on the top. So now let's see, so this is the button that gets to push it out. This is how the body looks like. You mount it through the screws right here. Now let's see what it says down here. I'm going to be ending the unboxing fairly shortly. There we go. Model number BT145. Yep, that's correct. This weighs 405 grams. I'm not going to actually open this floppy right here. I usually don't like to do that, and I don't want it to fail, because obviously if I open it up and get some dust on the floppy readers, then this might make it slower or less efficient. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go real quick, grab a floppy, and then we're going to put it inside right here just to test it out. I'll be back in a few seconds. There we go, I got a floppy disk right here, just a standard high density floppy. Right here we can see how the magnetized disk inside the diskette covering. Now let's just slide the disk in, and what's supposed to happen is this pin right here is supposed to pop out so that we're going to be able to push it in. Right here's the little connector that connects all the pin powers, which, by the way, if you can see that real quick, yeah, there's not enough light coming in there, but there is quite a bit of mechanics in there. So let's just put that in. I'm pretty sure it's like this, that way facing upwards. And so let's see. Yep, there we go. We can hear it slam shut. The little door thingy stays open, and we can see just a bit of the floppy sticking out. Another thing that you might notice is that little pin has raised up, and the reason, because when you push it in, it raises up this pin to make sure that you can eject it by pressing this. And what I like about this drive is also it doesn't eject it too far. There's some drives that eject the floppies so far that they indeed actually fall off the drive, but this floppy drive kind of pushes it out like 2 or so inches, or about 5 centimeters outwards right here, so that it's easy to take it out. There we go. The little door protector thing slams shut. Now let's test it out again. Now, as you can see here, 3.5-inch floppy drive. I'm highly satisfied with this product. If anybody needs a floppy diskette drive, although I'm unsure, I don't think many people still do, but I'm one of these people. And if you do need a floppy disk drive, I recommend buying it off of Newegg, and the model that I bought here, just because it's a really efficient model. I like the design. I like it feels new. It feels sturdy. It has practically all that you need for a good floppy disk drive. So yeah, thank you for watching. This was Minecrawlix. I hope I did not make the video too long. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment, and I will expect more videos, because I'm going to post a bunch more videos. So yep, see you all in the next video.